Yeah. Introducing Convo Connect, a groundbreaking secure web chat application that redefines digital communication, seamlessly bridging the gap between user interactions and cutting-edge technology. Convo Connect offers a platform where security meets real-time engagement. Join us as we embark on a journey into the future of communication, where every conversation is protected, every connection is meaningful, and every moment is uninterrupted. Welcome to Convo Connect, where conversations are secure and connections are transformative. Can you move on to this next slide, please? Now, in the heart of Convo Connect, our secure web application, lies the formidable MERN stack, a synergy of MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js, forming the bedrock of our technological prowess. MongoDB orchestrates data management, showcasing its efficiency and scalability in handling messages seamlessly. Express.js, a beacon of seamless communication, ensures user interfaces and back-to-back systems converse effortlessly. With React at our helm, dynamic interface mastery takes center stage, ushering in responsive and captivating user experiences. Node.js command backend operations and instrumental force steering our application's functions. And there's Socket IO and our real-time magician, orchestrating secure event-based communication, conjuring an interrupted symphony of conversations. Together, these elements compose the symphony of Convo Connect, harmonizing technology and innovation to create a secure and engaging chat experience. Now, I'd like to call my team member Dilavar for explaining the app functionality.
Thanks, Shivam. Now I will talk about the app's functionality of Convo Connect. So I will not talk about the authentication as the next group member is going to talk about it. So once we are logged into our web application, so we will start with the different files as we have single chat, group, search, view, type, and notification there. So every single file has a different functionality. So we'll start from the single chat is for the just a single user when a single user will communicate with each other, and the group chat is for the whenever we will create a new group, and so it will start with the two different users. So we have a search user where the login user will just search for the other user, and whoever we have in a database, it will come up as their name, and they will start connecting to them and start chatting with them. So next we have a typing indicator. This one will show our user three dot at the whenever we will type it, and it will just show us an indicator there. So next we have a notification. Notification is just so we have a bell icon at the top right corner. So whenever we will send a message to from a different user, and it will come up as a notification there. So we will show you the demo at the last, and the next thing is the sanitizing the user data before saving to database. So I have installed the two packages there, the which is called Express Mongo Sanitize and the Access Clean. So basically, whatever the data we will put at the login or sign up authentication page, it will just sanitize it so it doesn't make any query wrong. So now I will call my next group member.
All right, so now we're moving on to the findings from the research that we have done into creating this application. So the first one is about the fuzzing attacks. So before looking into the different ways that it can be prevented and such, let's look at what fuzzing attacks are. So initially, fuzzing is a type of brute force attack where the attacker will keep on entering different inputs, which may or may not be abnormal, to try and break the functionality in the application. So the concept of fuzzing was first introduced in the 1980s by professor and computer scientist Bart Mueller, where he proposed the use of random inputs in testing of software. Initially, fuzzing was used as a tool of testing the applications. However, various malicious entities found out just how versatile fuzzing can be, and they decided to implement it to find and exploit vulnerabilities. If we look into why fuzzing exists, we can see there are several different reasons for fuzzing to exist, and these mainly boil down to the high complexity in modern software applications, as well as human errors caused by developers when developing applications. So, due to these reasons, fuzzing tends to exist both as a method of testing for developers and testers, and also as a method of exploiting vulnerabilities for malicious third parties. And if we look into the mitigation of fuzzing, so mitigation of fuzzing can be performed through performing static analysis of source code of the application, or by installing a dynamic analysis tool within the application that would provide real-time monitoring and such. Also, the developer can opt to do fast testing, where we trying to do different types of tailored inputs that would try to predict the functionality of the application. So apart from this, the adaptation of secure coding practices, as well as proper education to the development team regarding regarding awareness and cybersecurity could help the developing of applications with a lot of vulnerabilities. And further to this, our recommendation and what we have implemented in the application is basically the use of input validation and filtering paired with limiting the number of unsuccessful attempts per instance of login. And this would help combat against the brute force aspect of fuzzing attacks. So now I would hand it over to Jay to look into the database encryption in our project.
Thank you. Today I'm going to be talking about database encryption and its importance. So mainly, most of the database of the websites get hacked because of there are not secure coding practices applied into the database, and some of the database store data in plain text, or they use weak encryption algorithms like MD5. So today I'm going to be talking about the importance of data encryption in our web chat application Convo Connect, and in particular I'll be talking about hashing and salting. So hashing is just like a very important data protection technique, where it transforms strings into irreversible character strings, and it makes the password or confidential data more secure, and adding more bits to your password also makes the data more secure. So it, in the security perspective, hashing and salting are very important, because both combined together can prevent attack vectors like brute force attack, dictionary attacks, rainbow table attacks, pre-computed hash table attacks. So that's why hashing and salting are equally important. And in particular, I'll be talking about bcrypt of our application. So we have used bcrypt for secure password hashing algorithm. So bcrypt has a random salt generator, which adds bits to the password to make it more secure, and it is a slow algorithm. So attacker has a hard time if attacker tries to access the database, he has a hard time to access the data. Plus, it prevents any sort of dictionary attack, rainbow table attack, or brute force attack, because the data is first salted and then it is hashed in the bcrypt, and this bcrypt password hashing algorithm is also recommended by National Institute of Standard Technology, and it is still being used in many of the web chat applications. And now for user authentication, I'd like to call Upendra to talk about JWT. Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. So for the user authentications, there are some of the authentication attacks in real world scenario, the credential stuffing, brute force, denial of services, cloning and borrowing the credentials. So in this particular section, I'll be talking more about the JWT, JSON Web Tokens. So actually, when the user try to log in our chat applications, by using the credentials, username and password, and the server verifies the credentials and generate the tokens. The tokens include the relevant information of the users and the access permission to the role. So once the JWT is generated, it's sent back to the clients as a response to the successful login request. The client then stores the JWT tokens securely. So for every subsequent request to the server that client makes, it includes the JWT token with the request. It allows the server to verify the authenticity of the users. And then when the server receives the request from the client, it verifies the JWT token as well with the token signature secret key. And if the signature is valid, then the user will be authenticated by the servers. So once the JWT is validated, verified, the server extract the user informations. Also, the JWT comes with the expiration date that helps in enhancing the security in the chat applications. So moving on with the authentication with bcrypt, as I already talked about, the bcrypt is one of the salting protocols that add the complexity to the hashed password that will add more layer of security in our chat applications. So there are some of the few recommendations I would like to suggest, like monitoring the session management will be helpful to add the security, and multi-factor authentications and the password handling and hashing. So these are some references. So after this, I will have a demo of our chat applications. So this was our short demo of our chat applications. Thank you so much for your time.